When I heard about a program that gives you care at home, I thought my prayers had been answered, because this way I can stay in my house, and that's all I want. I look out my window and I see nothing but beauty. I feel safe there. It's the best for these years that I could think of. I designed it to be practical, and my daughter made it beautiful. And the woods make it extra special.
It's a stunning place. My sister's an architect and helped design this thing. So when she talked to me about, and talked to my siblings as well, about the possibility of a retirement plan, I knew that the house had to have something to do with it. That she was really interested in having a way to be able to stay there.
There are a few special designs that my daughter thought of that were put in it. All the doors and the hallways and so forth are wheelchair accessible. My kitchen cupboards are all low so that I don't have to stand on a step stool. We were thinking of torso level things so that I didn't have to stoop down too low, and I didn't have to use any kind of assistance to reach up. So I've been very happy there. I'm so glad you came. Thank you. This is just right for me. I have a nurse, a professional medical person, whom I think is just terrific, partnering with me to help me make any decisions about care that I might need, about what kind of help would be the best for me. And so I like having someone who knows the ropes help me to decide if and when I need extra assistance or care, or what would be good for me at this stage in my aging and all that stuff. My children love this house. I hadn't counted on that. I had expected that I would be rather isolated. I was thinking Thoreau, back to nature. But they show up a lot. That's one thing. I didn't make the dining room as big as I probably should have. I was thinking of 3 or 4 people. But, I have 4 kids, and they all procreated. And Steve is my oldest son. I thought he was a miracle, and I still do. He watches my back. When I was first interested in this program, I was gung-ho. I wanted to sign instantly, and would have, except there were details that had to be worked out. But Steve checked up to make sure that everything was okay with the program, that it was steady and solid and would not deceive me.
It's worked out so far very well for her, because I think she has the security down the road of a place to go or things to be taken care of in ways that she needs, regardless of her circumstances as she goes through the rest of her life. But for where she stands right now, she has additional services she can use that suit her, like transportation or appointments or physical help or those kinds of things. And so it's kind of a use-as-you-go kind of arrangement, and she's very happy with it, and I am too.
I have macular degeneration, and so the sewing, the crafts, the little handy stuff that I used to do, I can't do that anymore. However, I can still read, and I do that extensively, and I like puzzle games. I like crossword. I love Sudoku. I can waste a whole day very happily.
It's made me think about my own future and the future of my own family. I feel I'm a little premature to make that kind of decision, but I think a lot of people say that. But I know that within the next 10 years or so, that's something we ought to be talking about. So options like this is something that would suit me and us very well at this point. So having that opportunity makes us think a little bit about our own future.
I remember visiting my mother in a retirement home, more of a nursing home, I think it was, and seeing women sitting outside their rooms and saying, "I want to go home now. It's time for me to go home." And I know that they were suffering somewhat from dementia and that you couldn't take that seriously. But I took it in my heart, and I thought one of the best things that I could do for myself would be to be able to stay in a house that I loved, and a house that was designed for me, that was my place. What a luxury. What a wonderful thing.